Boom. Good morning. How are you? I am Jane, and this is the PB&J Influence. I am coming to you live from Dallas, Texas, in the United States of America. It's 8:18 a.m. Central Standard Time, Texas time. And today, as usual, as we do every single day, I'm going to answer one question from this book. And, I was just thinking as I was brushing my teeth this morning, if you look at my channel, you'll see every single day, good morning, somebody's out there. Michelle, hi. Hi, how are you? Every single morning. I do brush my teeth every single morning. But if you look on my channel, you'll see every day on there is a one question a day. And then interspersed, you'll see some internet marketing, affiliate marketing, entrepreneurial type videos that I create, right, that aren't live, right? And I'm wondering this morning, I'm brushing my teeth, right, and I'm thinking, how does this channel all gel together? Like, right? So I don't know. Is there continuity between one question a day? Did I call it one day at a time just a minute ago? One question a day. And the educational stuff that I put out there for entrepreneurs. And the answer to that is heck yes. And here's how it all gels together. And why are the two together on the same channel? They are together on the same channel. Hey, Robert, because when we are doing this one question a day thing, we are getting into who we are and what makes us tick. And you may not know this, but you cannot be the best possible business person, entrepreneur, family person, whatever else, but let's just focus on entrepreneur because that's what else I talk about on my channel. If you are not the best person you can possibly be, period, from the inside out. So this is what we're doing here. That's what this is kind of all about. It's for me to answer a question that might actually help you think about some deep stuff in your life and start maybe changing some patterns and thoughts or things that, run your life on a really deep level that you're not usually paying attention to. And maybe just grab that attention of yours and put a little spotlight on something that you need to think about. And in the process of doing that, when we start learning how to think about ourselves without falling apart, like I did 2 days ago, right? For anybody that saw that, if you can think about yourself and assess yourself on a regular basis, this is when you start to peel the layers of crap off that you don't even know that are covering you up from being your most authentic, fun, loving, real human being that's in here, came into the planet to have a phenomenal experience, which I bet you're not having the best experience ever because you've got a lot of fear. Robert just did a video about some fear, right? Robert has a channel, Robert Gomez. You should go see it. It's good stuff. Just watch that video. Anyway, so that's what we're doing here. And my hair, rough morning, you guys. Okay, sorry. I'm going to read this question now. Are you ready? So we are going to try to make this deeper. Whatever the question is, I don't have a clue what it is until right now. Drum roll, please. Is it August 7th? Yes, it is. Okay. Well, for all of you history buffs out there, you're going to like this. What part of history do you like the most or fascinates you the most? Geez, I just read it and I just forgot it like that fast. What part of history, yes, what part of history fascinates you most? Kind of interesting question. Comments. Yes. Robert just said, yeah, he knows of other successful people that they're successful because they got their head together first. Well, and you know what? And it's even more than your head. It does include your head, absolutely. And it includes your head and your heart and your soul and your body. It's a package deal, people. Anyway, okay, so what part of history fascinates me most, okay, is Well, I'll tell you what, when I was a little girl, my favorite TV show was Little House on the Prairie. And I swore, I felt like every time I watched that, it just transported me back into a time in life that I understood so much better than where I was this time on the planet. And that might be the very beginning of when I started to like believe in reincarnation, to tell you the truth, because I felt like I had definitely lived that life before. It was so familiar to me. And it wasn't just that I wanted to experience that. It was that I felt like that was me. That's what I knew. Maybe that was the last lifetime that I had before dropping in this time. Who knows? Because it was so real, so palpable for me. I loved it. And I just, of course, loved the whole thing with, all the horses that you have to ride everywhere. And just all the open space and the land and the little cabin and the whole 9 yards, man, just was all about me. So I would say that era really, that era fascinates me for sure. Gosh, I don't know. How about you? What are you guys into? I know a lot of people think the 20s, the roaring 20s are really fascinating. Actually, what I have found out is that all of history is absolutely fascinating. Like, it's hard to believe that this stuff even really, really happened. Like Rome, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's trippy that that many years ago, Roman civilization was going on the way it was going on too. I mean, even back in the Bible, I studied the Bible a lot at one point in my life. And God, do you know, they talk about this. Like, they talk about guys boinking other guys and having wild parties. I'm just going to say it. There's nothing new under the sun. And it's hard to believe that back in these civilizations, they're pretty much just carrying on the way we carry on now. And I don't know if they talked about it too much then, but everybody was doing it. Everybody was getting it on with the same sex, girls and guys. And they do mention it in the Bible, and you better believe it happened with girls too, because all the girls were kept in rooms together or big bathhouses together where they would oil each other and or in tents together. You know what was going on? I'm telling you, people. Crazy, right? It's just hard to believe that we just keep doing the same shit over and over and over again. Robert likes the 50s. Why do you like the 50s? What fascinates you about the 50s? I feel like for me, the 50s just totally gets lost in time, except for, I guess that's when, women wore those really pretty dresses and spike pumps or whatever to vacuum their homes and had dinner, waiting for their husbands. When they came in the door and all the children were perfectly clean with all their clothes on and saying, "Hi, Daddy." Yeah, that wasn't how my household went. But hey, William, you're here. Hi. Yeah. William says, "Remember Sodom and Gomorrah? God destroyed them because of those things." And right? It happens. Ooh, you know what? I remember there was an earthquake when I lived in LA, like back in 83, 84, something like that. 85, I'm not sure, one of those years, okay, 1983, 4 or 5, and there was a big earthquake in Northridge, California, and the epicenter was smack dab right where one of the hugest porn producing studios was. I don't know whatever became of the porn studio, but I thought that was hilarious that the place that got hit the hardest and wiped out was a massive porn studio. Isn't that funny? Yeah, it's kind of funny. 1994? No. The Northridge one was not 94 because that was definitely not 94. That was 80 something. Because I was married to my first husband. I don't even know if I was married to him yet. So that was a long time ago. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Michelle likes the old buildings, the old architecture, right? They have history and some of them look so old, they look haunted. Yeah. I think, architecture is amazing, right? So we're not really going deep today, but this is kind of interesting stuff. architecture, especially architecture from way, way back in the day. How did these people put this stuff together? And all the stone carvings and stuff, I'm like, absolutely mind-blowing for me to see all the detailed work that went into these buildings, and how long did it take them to put them together? And they didn't have the equipment that we have. Yet humans produced these beautiful, beautiful buildings. Just absolutely mind-boggling, I think. Yeah. So let's see. How can we go any deeper with this? What part of I'd say that the best way to go deep with this today is to really figure out what part of history does resonate with you, and why is it that it resonates with you? Are you just curious? Or is there something deeper? Is there a deeper connection? Is there a possibility that you had another lifetime? Is that kind of stuff real? I don't know. It's cool to think about, because where do those feelings come from? If you even get those feelings, which I totally do. This is not my first go around. And one time I had this cool little session with a psychic person, right? You know, we all end up doing that at some point in our lives, right? So I had this cool little session with a psychic person who told me I had been an American Indian 25 times. 25 times. I must like being an Indian. But what was really wild about that was, like, it made sense to me, because I love, here's another answer to that question. Here I am talking to you about Little House on the Prairie, but the whole era of the American Indians just is like, oh my gosh, that's so, like, if I could go back in time forever, that's where I would go to. And I wouldn't go to Little House on the Prairie, although when I was a little kid, that was the closest thing that I could remember. But as I got older, then I really, like, when I got into high school, I started really tapping into American Indian stuff. I don't know, it started coming through me, you know, even to the point where, and I didn't dress like an Indian or anything like that. People would stop and ask me if I had American Indian in my blood. I'm like, why would you ask me that? Like, I'm this blonde-haired chick that looks like she's from California. Okay, Michelle says she believes she did have a past life and drowned, and when she fell off of a bridge, and many other lives. You know what? Here's another good one about drowning. I swear to you guys, I was on the Titanic. I swear to you. I used to have dreams all the time when I was a little kid of drowning, of being underwater and looking up, and like maybe being able to see the surface, but being super deep down, and that feeling of like, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. And then I would always wake up going, you know, and getting a gasp of air, and then the dream would be over. But I must have drowned 100 million times in my dreams. And then I found out about the Titanic. You know, then I got older, and you learn about history, right? And I found out about the Titanic. Very disturbing for me. Very, very, very disturbing for me. And I think that's where the correlation is. If you believe in that kind of stuff. Just saying. If not, you're probably not even on this channel anymore. All right. Oh my goodness. This is kind of fascinating stuff. It is. What about the rest of you out there? Do you think maybe you had a past life? What part of history really, really works for you? What about time travel? I mean, there's so many cool things out there. Time's like not even real. But I don't even want to get into that topic. So, wow, you know, and like parallel universes too, you know, woo, that's kind of a cool topic. It's all very mind-boggling. Do you ever spend time thinking about that and thinking about what the heck is this life? What am I doing? How did I get here? What is the purpose? Who put me here? Did I decide to come here? Where was I before I was here? Where am I going when this is all done? And why? Right? Deep Thoughts, once again, by Jack Handey. Deep Thoughts. Yep. I think we all wonder about that kind of stuff. Well, I can't say we all wonder. Some people never, ever question their existence. It's very important for you to start thinking about that, because there is a reason why you are here. And it's not just to get on the conveyor belt and do the same old thing over and over and over and over and over again every single day and then die and make absolutely no contribution to the planet. That's not why you're here. You're here for a much more exciting journey. I got news for you. And if you don't think you deserve an exciting journey, or you don't think you're that person, you're like, no, I don't need to have an exciting journey. That's fine. You don't have to have an exciting journey, but if you have a little inkling in there that there's got to be more, and could you get more out of life? Hell yes. Start looking for it. I challenge you, because it's out there waiting for you. You just got to come out wherever you are and be you, whatever that looks like. And trust me, people will like you, and you're going to have one heck of a fun time. And that's all I have to say about that. All right, you guys, I'm wrapping this up. This was kind of a cool conversation today, and I'm really glad I didn't have to cry. Bye for now.